right, here we are going live. Welcome today, December 27th, 4 a.m. We're going to go over some of the top trading gainers for the day, top gainers, top losers on the Webull platform. Let's see what we have here. Top chat, add that in there. Okay, so if we do get some people in here want to chat, we will have that available. All right. So just throw that right there. All right. I don't know if that fuzz is coming through there. I'm gonna have to find out what that is. That has to do with the disclaimer. This is not trading advice. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is for professionals. And let's see. So we can take that off of there. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Looks like we have these things here. See what popped up. So this is the Webull platform. I popped out the tops tab and the active tab. Got the top gainers. Refresh it here. One of the features I really like with this is the ability to scroll over the charts, take a look at what they're doing. Bets is taken off there. Of course it is. Sold out a majority of my position yesterday. And of course it's doing some really good stuff there. I want to watch CHRS today. It's got news, FDA approval. They got denied before for their Udenica on body. It is a post-chemotherapy treatment to reduce infections. And I've played this before. It's got the ability to hit the $5 range. Let's bring it up on the ticker here. And beyond, of course, it's got a gap. My other chart, I got it mapped out for the gap. We'll look at it real quick right here. So it's got a gap fill over here. When it came down, let me see where it's at here. I'll even take it out to the weekly. Let's look way out here. So CHRS, talking about this gap right here. Looks like we have a gap down 350. So we have a gap here. I think it's going to try to fill. It may try to fill today. So I have a feeling that between there, 553, and say 270, it's got some previous gap. Looks like that's from November. So that's going to be interesting. I'll be watching that today. Looking for an entry point. Going to keep an volume, and let's see what it's doing right now. I wouldn't mind it coming back. This is the bottom gap fill line. That's also some support there. I really like to put a fib on here too. I'm not gonna make it too crazy right now. Anyway, so we have that. What else is on the top gainer list? MGN, that's moving a little bit there. Moving. A little test. Don't know what that is. I've seen that before. I've seen that. Looks like it can go. Or B cell, B cell. Lost some money on that before. TerraWolf, it's a nice little run. I like to see a few days if we can, so I'll shrink this advanced spark chart here, pop out spark chart, and so that's been running pretty good for a while, maybe since earnings. Um, so that's been running newly. I don't know what the news is there. HLP, we played that before. That's back on the scanner. So I recognize a lot of these. There's Bit Digital, so Mara's probably going to be up too. Mara, all the all of the miners, they may have some news. Crypto could be running. I've noticed a lot of the cryptos have been running like 40-50%, give or take, or more over the last couple of weeks. So go bull run for the crypto. So I actually I traded it. I got in and out of something on KuCoin. I forget what it is now. H bar. That's it. It was H bar. Yeah, H bar doubled my stack in H bar, which was nice. I don't know if waiting for a pullback is the move, or if just a little mini pullback, micro pullback is all you're gonna get, and it just continues to run off, or maybe we get a little bit of drag for the elections. But it certainly looks like the halving catalyst and the financial situation catalyst are in play for crypto right now. It's a beautiful thing. So let's see what else. Cipher. So Bit's really pulling away there. That's good. All right, so I like to check the volume too on these, see if any of these match up. So Blink and close. Close a possibility there. DNA, old school veil, rig, open. Open's real estate. They've been looking pretty good lately. Let me see. And that brings me to my Matterport play. So, looking at Matterport, I'd like to build a position in here. But there's the run. So, had that previously marked out, it's holding that line there. And let's see, we'll go all the way out to the daily. Look at that craziness. Bounced, bounced. We're getting into the fair value gap here. And I'd like to get a clean dollar off of this. So maybe pick up some shares there and run it for $1. I'm holding some, maybe 2 or 3 shares from a while ago. Can't really see it there. But yeah, so we're gonna watch, see if we get anything interesting popping up. Look into the news for these. Let's see what comes up for this here. Yeah, so Unico, what time did they put this out? That was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday, like 3:30, 4:30. Some news comes out, and this thing started running already. So I'm hoping it comes back to the line here. If it does, um, I'm gonna get a trade here, and I'll take a look at what that looks like. Let's see if we get a trade here, and then if it breaks support, it's really not even that far away. If we break support here, I wouldn't want to be in that anymore. And to fill the gap, so there's like a 4-to-1 here to fill the gap. I mean, you could stretch this down to here to be completely fair, and you're still looking at a 2-to-1. So we'll see. We'll see. It just doesn't make sense right now. That's not a position you can take right now. It's less than 1-to-1, and that's for it to fill the full gap there. So I'm going to give it a little bit, maybe see what happens around 7 o'clock. And then we'll see again 8:30, 9:30, see if we can get some pullbacks into the open. Maybe there's some other news that comes out and dwarfs it. This did come out yesterday, end of day, so the Asian market already played this. Europe's already playing it, or they're playing it right now, and I want to see how they treat it. So we'll see. I'll check in Trading View. Let me see where they are based out of. Let's see. Let's get the Trading View up here. Trading View CHRS. CHRS is out of. It looks like USA. Let me see where it's actually from. Technicals look okay. Redwood City, California. All right, so there's a California biotech company. Their financials look good. Um, yeah, financials are looking decent here. It looks like quarter over quarter. The last 3 quarters they've increased, or the last 2 quarters, but they were at 32 million revenue. Then they went up to 58, and last quarter it was 74 million. So, and it looks like their net income has improved as well as their margin. So it's looking pretty decent. They look decent here. Let me see what their EPS is. That's improved too. Looks like quarter 1 they didn't do so good. They barely beat last quarter. No, they didn't beat. So they missed last quarter, but by 2 cents. Negative 41 cents EPS, earnings per share. So they are projecting a better, less loss. And now that this FDA approval came through, um, we'll see. We'll see how they return back to the shareholders and if the market wants to buy into that. And if they do, want to catch it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. What else we have here. I'll just bring this in for a quick second where I get this information from here. Let's see, we'll put that over top. And in the trading view right over here, there is, there's their last few earnings. There's a balance sheet, their income statement. The green is their revenue. Like to see revenue and like to see their net income improving. Don't like to see it in the negative, but for tax purposes, that's how you avoid giving your money away unnecessarily. And then this orange line right here is the margin, so they're improving. So it looks like they're improving. I got a crazy trading view, bunch of overlays, just looking at some other ways to kind of read the market and get some signals and confluence. And this here has the Asian markets is the red dot, blue is London, and then New York will come in here as a beige. So yeah, that's another point of confluence that I use for finding a um, viable trade there. So let me see, it looks like that is on my screen. Let's put that up there. And let's bring this back. All right, perfect. So yeah, there we are. Yeah, feel free to make the call outs. You see anything? Let me pull the chat up here. Do a no chat. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, mag report here. Let's see. Bring that in just a second. Yeah, that pulled off. This was, I missed this buy here, but it happened right at the end of day. That dip ended up happening right end of day, boom, 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 and I missed that. Took off from there though yesterday. That's that's ridiculous. Here's another pullback, and we're at a level again. So I might uh, I might treat this like a gapper. Although I want to build a position here, I might treat this like a gapper. So yeah, let's see. I'd really like to see a bigger, higher high, but if it follows this trend line, great. And look at all those greens. Huh, that's a lot of good stuff there. So interest rates coming down. Properties are going to go up for sale, and they have that 3D rendering technology to take the 3D photos with the indoor and the drones and create a full rendering of structure. So they're really neat for those 3D tours and walkthroughs without even having to be there. So that's one of their use cases, and of course the um, with the metaverse as well. Everything getting digitized. So, uh, Let me bring this down. Going to. I thought this was just my TV, but it looks like it's coming through here as well. That's interesting. Can you see that too, or is that just on this TV? Let's see. No, it's fine on here. Okay. All right. So let me test the chat. Let's see if this audio is going through okay. Okay. It's not chatting in there. Alright, GZXN. Yeah, ATAI. Nice little spike there in the morning. Bets is back already. Look at that, it hit 2 cents. I was playing that at 10 cents recently, and then it had that big pullback. Wasn't in it for that, but yeah, I played it right here. Went out on me, and then got back up there again. Played that. Got lucky here. This was luck. Yeah, and then gap down, 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 down to a half a penny. Thing came down. Looks like they were gonna go out of business or something. Anyway, they got a breath of fresh air here. There's a couple 100%. There's a couple 100% there. Went from half a cent to 2 cents. So it looks like it's figuring itself out here. Mini pullback. So there might be a play there. We'll see. Yeah, it's got a little cap up there. This thing capped and went. So we'll see. We will see. So it looks like Mara's making a little run ski here too. Let's see what's up on the charts. CH. It's not running right now either. We got moving along here. Expand this a little bit. Yeah, pre-market. It's moving. See what we have for a position. 20 of those at $5. Still $1 off of that. Blink. BAN can is moving. Funware. Getting a few percentage there with each one of those. Nothing crazy. Clean Spark's been on a run for a while. Oh, nice little pop. Nice little pop into 12. That's pretty nice. Let's see, that's coming out. Yeah, that's a gap. That is a gap. So, fractional shares enabled. The marginable 9% rate, 50% requirements. That's not hard to borrow. And only 150%, so not hard to short Clean Spark right now. I don't want to short it. I want to build a position in it. I mean, hopefully this is one of those stocks that can continue on past the elections into a whole new world. So we'll see. We will see, but $12, been waiting for that for a while. This dip here, couldn't touch it yesterday. Just way too volatile. I mean, look at the way this thing's running. These, yeah, little double top there. Could have caused some action there. Let's see what the range is. $1. Dollar stays in that dollar range. Looks like right at open. Right at open, there's an opportunity here. Catch a V, that V shape, retest, and take off. And then continues up, gap down, retest. That looks like it filled it. That's a 30-minute. See what the 5 minute says. That's why it filled it here. Look at that gap down, comes back around, gaps up. So that thing's moving. That is moving. Look at the year. See what that looks like. Whoa. That thing's coming up on some new places. Of course, look where it was, 2019. Now here's 21, topped out. 21, the 40s. Couldn't get above 24 there. Couldn't get above 17 there. 15 looks like some previous support here. Or resistance here. And then it broke that, and then made it support. Broke that. All the way down to $1.74. And is now, I mean, this thing's on a tear right now. Yeah, that's hot. I don't know how you touch that. You might be able to scalp it, but there's a gap on the weekly. There's multiple gaps on this thing, so it moves. Very volatile. Very volatile. All right, let me look around, see what else we got going on. Yeah, Mara 27.92 right now. Oh, Mara 28. Been looking at Mara to go to 30 and map that out. You'll see that shelf if you take a look at it. Actually, we'll take a look at it. Let's do that. Let's see. Got some placeholders here in Mara. All the way out. So right here, as you can't tell, I've been playing Mara since it was at $1. So it's been years in this one, and I think some of my highest sells were like 58. So I made out pretty good with this one right here. But this shelf right here is what we're looking for. If we can't break that, I think it tests the 30, and it's coming up to do it now. That's when it was at 19. So here it is testing 30 again. So right here, when I sold some, let me see, at 21.89, I thought it was going to go back down. Thought that was going to be the go back down. Look, hit, waited it out, hit again. I thought we were going to do that classic double top we've been doing the last couple months, and then sell off to oblivion. But little did I know that the bull case is in effect. Look at all those green. I haven't seen this in a while. Just flush with activity and indicators that this thing is ticking. The triple moving average crossover, the moving average convergence, divergence, so the MACD is acting up, the stochastic fast. Yeah, this is the Williams. This is great. Momo's moving. Oh, CCI, yep. Yep. So that's good. Who knows where that goes? If Bitcoin continues, this will continue. And it's got room to go. So this would be really nice to hit 100. If Bitcoin goes to 100,000, this goes to 100. That's how that works. Nothing I say is trading advice or financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes. Just gotta make that clear. Hopefully it's in the disclaimer. Let me double check. For educational purposes only. Okay, perfect. It's in the disclaimer. So, we will wait. That's a whole lot of lines right there. Yeah. Yeah, so I was just pleasantly surprised with the whole market right now. This little Santa Claus rally or whatever you want to call it. Um, I'll take it. I'll take it. We will take it. So it looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. I had to mark out some levels on here. I get back to the daily. Look at this thing crushing stuff. From 20. Boy, this one's tough. This is a toughie. That action. Let's see if a 5 minute makes a little bit more sense. That volume. Yeah. To take a look at that on the. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at Mara on the old PD. Geez, let's set the day chart. Yeah, this is looking a lot like the cryptos here. So, yeah, hold on. That's what I would say. Hold on. I mean, we gotta look back. I gotta go back to 22 for the last time we've been here. So that's over a year. Right here. There was a clean line right there. Oh yeah, see this is where I marked it out the other day. Yeah, 3140. It's this little top of this little area right here. Wants to take something out, start making a new structure. It's definitely trending bullish here. We'll see how it pulls back. If it pulls back, everything eventually pulls back. But look at this thing. Boom. Just one day to the next, taking on. Then it starts to do some whoop-de-woos. So we could see that again. Here's volume just continuing to take off here. Yeah, yeah, this looks good. I mean, that's a good look. We'll see. We'll see. Looks like one of my monitors is acting up. Great. I'm gonna have to get a monitor there for that. Let's see what happens if we do this. It's not working very well. Let's see. Let's take it out. Alright. On this tiny ass screen right here. Let's see what it does here. Yeah, that really doesn't improve it that much. I think the ultimate indicator's okay there. So let's take that out. Alright, so Mara's on the watch too. I mean, geez, love to see it do some sort of consolidation there. All right, we can't cover stocks without looking at AMC. Love it or hate it. Let's see what it's doing. There's that weekly. And they did the split. They did the split coming back to, who knows if that's fair value or not, but this is like, you're in the throes. Some all-time throws here. I'd love to hear what the case is for AMC now. Uh, with all this streaming activity, I don't think we'll ever stop like taking the kids to the movies or a date night, but I don't know. I don't know. I can, I'm a native long. I believe in the compounding interest and the stock market being one of those vehicles, but I'm a realist at the same time, and I wonder I wonder what's going on with that sometimes, what the inner workings are, try and get a better sense of if this is something you can maybe hold and pass it on to the kids. Here's these AMC shares. Check out the movie. You know, we lived through that. I traded it. I made money. Then I lost money. Um, so yeah, that's such an interesting place here. There's so many things that the weekly, monthly, and the daily just doesn't even make sense anymore. It just doesn't even cover the action. It just doesn't even cover the action. The daily is looking like a small pullback, but the big picture is like these catastrophic moves. Look at this thing. Weeble's got it at 293.63. All the way down here. So I don't know. I don't know how $5 isn't couple movie tickets. I am still a Stubbs member, have been for a while, but haven't gone in so long. I don't know, it was the greatest thing since sliced bread when it was like $18. 3 movies a week, $18 a month. You go to 1.5 movies and you paid for the whole month's worth of movies. And they would give you these $5 rewards that you can use on snacks. So, deal with the century, reclining seats. I would just go in there and hang out. I would just wait for an event to occur, something to happen, or somebody to give me a call, and I would just sit in the movie at all times of day, all times of the day and night, uh, for a little while there. But yeah, I got my usage out of that Stubbs back then, but now I haven't been maybe once in the last year with all these movies coming out directly to stream. They're not even hitting the movie theater. So I don't know how that's going to pan out, but I'm sure that's a piece of this move. So look at the volume there. This is the monthly. Look at the sell volume there. And of course, that's not all sells, but that's significant. Significant. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, if you like the setup here, comment. If you want some help using it, let me know. I'll gladly help you set it up and teach you how to use some of this stuff. Show you how to use some of this stuff if you'd like. Um, I like the RSI. I am a fan of the RSI. I like double tops, double bottoms, um, momentum gappers. Uh, uh, and the Fibonacci. I love the Fibonacci. And I've dialed in some of my own indicators here um, to give me some confluence. Uh, just sometimes when I'm in the move, I'll I'll use these to keep me updated on what the price action is doing. And I also like taking the Fibonacci, putting a white line or any color, a different colored line at the 50. Because when I have multiple charts up, my trading screen has 16, oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. I watch 12 on my trading page or trading screen. So when I'm looking at them quickly, if they're hovering around the 50 retracement from their recent move, or or how they act around that area, just following price action, right? The action of the price at a certain time. Um, what's it doing? How large are the candlesticks? Where are the wicks at? Um, and then of course, it's always nice to catch the windfall news hits while you're in the trade. Um, and you can kind of adjust and manage a trade from there once something like that happens. But for the most part, I throw what I call the Fib 50. I throw that Fib 50 on there, and it's a good it's a good gauge for me. Alright, so let's see nothing moving there. Looks like that fell slam off. Let's look at that. Yeah, let's just see for the monthly chart versus this. That thing's just coming down, down, down. But looks like propped up there. There's a 53%. So it has a little pole up. I don't know if that pole will stay up after this live stream's done. I'll leave it up, I guess, to find out. Um, so I'm super new to this, never done a live stream before, so well until yesterday, but my audio did not record, so I'll add some audio to that one of these days, or just take it down altogether. But for now, I just want to see how it ages while it's up there. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that poll. Just looking for some 100%ers, a nice significant gap up, and the Santa rally, I should have named this Santa rally. I wonder if I can edit it. I'm sure I can somehow. Throw Santa rally top gainers in there. Mm, So we'll see. Yeah, I enjoy trading, the throes of it. Um, yeah, the good, bad, and the indifferent. Um, played a lot of cards back in the day. A lot of Texas Hold'em in Omaha, and kind of prepares you a little bit, a little bit. There was nothing like trading the war news. I think that was when Ukraine popped off. That was just devastating. I was completely caught by surprise by that. So kudos to all those who served and are and were involved. Of course, thank you for your service. Um, but yeah, I was caught off guard by the events. It was not what I expected. I was starting to develop establish a long-term portfolio. You know, all the things that I had researched and talked to people about, and I figured it'd be a good time to start a long-term portfolio too. Shout out to the long term. Uh, you know who you are. But yeah, you know, just some of the individuals on here that it made sense to have a long term until that conflict over there really ramped up, and it's been a shit show ever since. So here we are. Hopefully, we can curl out of this. So speaking of curls, I'm gonna do a quick set. I don't see anything moving right now. If there were people in here, I would ask you to let me know if you see anything. So I don't see anything myself. I'd like to take a trade. I like to take a trade before, let's see, 5 o'clock. Maybe something happens, but let me just set in. Uh, we are going to get some tunes in here. I should put something on. Maybe you'll be able to hear it through there. It's going to be questionable audio here. I'm just going to play some Spotify list. If I can. Let's see if it'll come through here instead of my headphones. Got a little something there. Parental discretion is advised. The playlist is not kid friendly. Hopefully, I don't get any issues with playing stuff here. If there are any issues, I apologize. Uh, but if I play it, it's because I fuck with it. And of course, I'll always take requests because music saved my life many times over. Let's see. That one here. That's back at 15 cents. Yeah, I got a mixer coming in. Ordered one of those off of Amazon. Ordered one of those. Get the job done. See how it works. I can Bluetooth music in from the phone or plug the phone in, and we can rock out to a playlist while we're trading. It's gonna be great. But hopefully the audio is good. I'm just gonna have to watch this back over and check on audio at different times. And I'm also using Prism Live Studio, so I want to get familiar with this and see what we can tweak with that, improve the microphone and the sound, and get this really nice and clean so we can have a comfortable trading atmosphere. Um, and maybe change up some of these screens. I have a bunch of other trading screens and platforms up, but this is took me a minute to get all this here and sized up to fit in the screen. So let's see. All right, so AMC, we'll see what happens with that. Let's do something else. And yeah, if you ever need help putting this together, let me know. I can hook it up. So I like to check the relative volume stock, see if there's anything from here that hasn't moved yet. Sometimes you can catch them before they move here. And ready acquisition, seen this before. Pretty nice moving. See what the turnover is here. Some of these. SNES is up there. Let's see. This one reminds me of Midnight Marauders right here. Here's a couple runners here from the other day. The turnover. Here's yesterday's runner there. ARBB. They had news too. Look at them now. Oh, what did they get up to? Let's see. 450, couldn't break 5. Nice pull back into it. Dropped off into support here. Let's see if it takes it out. So at $2. Let's see. So then up $1. Heck of a move. Hell of a short if it was short, but it was. Sometimes they say hard to borrow on yours, and they say, come on, the water's warm over here on a different platform. So traders beware. IINN gave up all of that. Look at that. Gave up all of it. Yeah. 310 to $1.05. It's at 120 right now. Yeah, look at that. That shark fin with the Christmas tree. Yeah, put it in there. Let's see, back. That's another one that played. That held up a little bit. Held up a little bit there. Made it up to 542 on that wick. This is an hour chart right here, so pulled all the way back. These things are pulling all the way back. I'm interested to see what they end up doing long term. Oh, bets. What are we gonna do with you bets? Look at that. That's clean. That's clean. That is clean. Yeah, I got out 14-8. So I'm okay with that. I was okay with that. So we'll see. Nice little pullback. Let's see, 30 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, it's just that wicked open, right? Gaps up off of 1 cent. 1 to 2 doubles right there. That would have been nice. Would have been nice right there. A little double up. Let's see what slippage. Let's see where you would have got it. Maybe half of this candle. All right, you're not getting here. Maybe because volume spikes 1 and then 2 and then gaps. Oh, I had to be on it. I don't know. You had to be on that before. You could be playing these support levels here. Could have played this as support. Gaps up, supports. Right here, drops. Then drops again. Maybe you're holding for the drop below 13 or 1.3 cents. So 0.013 cents. And then you catch the gap at open. I don't know, it's a tough play. If you were in it, great. You want to sell it open. That's another reason why I'm doing this is because when I first started trading in 19, this was like the time to trade, man. There were just 100%ers every day, all day, from like 4 o'clock on. If I could have traded earlier, I would have, but I just had Webull as I started building up my platforms, my trading platforms and brokerages. But yeah, I mean, it does the trick, man. We remember catching oodles of 100%ers every day. So this was the time, man. This was the time. And it looks like it could be coming back. Could be. Could not be. What could be? Let's see. Montex. I've seen this a few times. Never traded it. Not familiar with it. It's like that came all the way back down. Hell of a move. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. How did I miss this yesterday? Anybody play this? Oh, I can't wait to get a team. I'd love to hear how somebody played this. They had the little pop after hours. Drops down, hits 5, breaks 5. Man, halt. Gotta be some halts here. Halt, halt. This is during market hours too. Oh my god, what is this, like after lunch? So Euro closes, right? Goes up, pauses for Euro close. I mean, if you got this at open, you couldn't lose. You couldn't lose if you long this. You could not lose. That's a 5 minute, so even on a 1 minute, maybe not that much volume. Possibly because there's not that much volume. But if you take a 5 or a 6, it never wicks either. I mean, that's a nice move. Anybody who's been trading this last 2 years knows that the wick game is vicious. Maybe it's always been, but I only know of the last 4 years, so and it wasn't like that when I started. So maybe I missed another era, but I think that's got something to do with the algo's ability to do the high frequency trading, and we can see where some of those are set at. Not always, not always the case, but anyway. So this was clean. That's clean. Once you're in the halts, maybe you get shook out in a halt or two, but my guilty pleasure is to wait for the second halt to see what direction it goes. So, I don't know. I would have loved this. Yeah, could have rocked that 6, even with slippage. Let's say it was a 5. I get in at 6, 6:30. If I get out with a stop loss at 6, I get in at 6:30. And target 7 for a 2-to-1. Yeah, target, and then I'm in it. I see volume click up here. Yeah, it's just pretty clean. And it's just pretty clean. And then all the way back down. Look at that ride back down. I mean, midday too. Midday. It's 12 o'clock. I'm on Eastern Standard Time in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So, shout out to Florida and all the other 20 places I've lived. Let's see. So, one in an hour. Jesus Christ, man. 150% in an hour. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, might play that today. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Shortable. And, he's hanging out in the $3 range here. The CHRS hanging out in the $3 range. With that news today. Let's see. 50 minutes ago. Stop. Yeah, looks like they put out some news at open. So looks like we're getting a little hype today too. Let's see who put this out. Benzinga, yeah, they put some out yesterday too, so they're on it. Okay, some stock moving. Yeah, this is getting a little pump here. From Barron's too. Okay. Let me keep this up somewhere. I want to keep it up over here somewhere. That'll stay in front. No. All right, hey, let's see. We're not gonna watch it today, but they could get hyped up again though. This could get hyped and move again. It could. Really not that volatile. Less than a buck. Um, maybe like 9–10% move. 10–12% move in a day. Nothing crazy. Really strong with that gap to fill. $10. Man, is that gonna fill that gap ever? I don't know. If they can come up to it, it's gotta at least start growing. We got an inside bar. Okay. Okay. Let me get a engulfing candle. That'd be nice. Let me get that bullish engulfing. That's what I want to see. But actually, I'm probably going to add a few more here at 6. Average down. I think I'm averaging right now like 660 or something. I got some on the last bit. And now this thing dipped to what, 593? Yeah, once it breaks that number, for me, I'm concerned that it can come down to like 75 cents down into that before it catches support. Figures out whether it wants to break that number or not. But these wicks have been crazy though, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to got about another 20 minutes here. And then I'm going to swap over. I'll be working on this over the next forever, maybe, but for the next couple months, be patient with me while I acquire the equipment and get all these charts set up and the intro windows and exit windows and get this studio software kind of figured out and dialed in. The audio, I really hope this audio is not terrible, but it could be because I'm using my Bluetooth headphones as my mic. I got my phone playing music, and this is not my normal trading setup, but this was how I was able to get the window to show both my Thinkorswim and Weeble at the same time. So we will see. So there's good old Mara. Let's cut down the time in there. We're on a weekly. Let's do it the 5 minute next week. Mara. Oh boy. Well, 28 is right around the corner. Uh, I would really love to see this hit that 31 and then figure its life out. So we'll see. So another higher high, tons of higher lows. Look at that, like clockwork. Look at that. I mean, all these just like this trajectory, this upward 45-degree trajectory is it's really impressive. Really impressive. It's a 5 minute too. Looks good. LIDR. What? It's a halt. Is this right? What is this, halting in another market or something somewhere? No, it only halts in America. America. Yeah, that's not a legitimate thing. Sometimes I like to put these Fibonacci's on there to see the movement when it's low volume. Oh, that's drawdown right there. What? What? Do you see this? What is going on here? What just happened? Yeah, I just threw a fib on there and this thing. Wait, trying to tempt me with a dip buy? I might bite. I don't know what just happened, but I might bite. Let me check the 1 minute. What's that doing? Yeah, that makes a little more sense, right? Oh, there it is. Whoa, my system bugging. What is going on? Let's see. They must. Oh, hold it. Oh, they must be doing some type of split or something. Let's check the news. Nothing new. Let me check on here. Let's see what we got. News. Oh, LIDR. LIDR 30 for 1. So 1 for 30 reverse stock split effective December 26th at 5 p.m. So they're working on their reverse stock split. Mm, It says that was on the 22nd. And, oh, it becomes effective December 26th at 5 p.m. Maybe they delayed it because it's happening now. Look at that. So hold it being traded if you want to. It'll be interesting. Let's trading view this company. Let's take a look at what it's doing. Trading view. And there. Trading view. Oh, no, gotta connect. Reconnect. Yeah, the brokers. Worked pretty well with trading view. I did pick up trading view, I think for Thanksgiving. It was like 70% off. That was like the lowest I've ever seen it. So I had to do that yearly joint. So anybody wants to test anything on TradingView, let me know. We got the premium. So yeah, looks like a split coming up. I want to check their financials here. Um, I'll bring this down here. You guys can check it out with me. So let's do that. Close this screen because it's way too bright. This one's gotta go. Okay. So I don't know how well this goes over to the other screen, but I'm going to put some of that stuff away. So revenue 100K, 500K, 600, a mil, but they're still spending. I mean, this is how like all the charts are looking right now. All the fundamentals are like all fucked, man. They're like, I mean, just look at them, dude. The net income on most of these companies, like, it's just so astronomical. Like, it's not even a tax write-off. It's like $82 million net loss, you know what I mean? And zero revenue. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, at least this one's got 100K last quarter, 188K and 17 million. Like, that's an improvement. Yeah, it's not the worst one I've seen, but there's basically like no need for a SPAC anymore because so many of these companies are just shells right now, and they have so much debt to write off or or end up filing or something that's I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be interesting to watch. It's gonna be fun to watch. So this is in Dublin, California. Okay, so another Cali contender. So that doesn't look good. Price target is actually less than what it is, but it's doing a reverse split, so we'll see. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's beating all expectations. I like that when they assume, it's more realistic. That one was spot on. So management's, at least they're awake. Uh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, we'll see. This isn't a trade back in the day. We traded this, but the whole LiDAR versus the other sensor. Mm, yeah, I forget which one is the better one and which one can be used for military purposes and which one can't because of reflective stuff. And it puts out it emits a visible ray. You don't want that one for the military. It's like putting out a little bit of smoke or the baby powder to see a laser. I don't know. I just heard that in another stream. So the earnings coming up. Uh, we'll see. I will keep track of it though. We'll put that one with put that with the pinks. Out here, ALT. Everything's just like a breath of fresh air in some of these things. Look at that, like actually hit a level and then hit another level. What? That's a significant move over the last few days. I think we played this the other day. I think a couple of the team were playing this. Look at that there. Broke sevens. That's pretty clean too. But I think I do have the Hakanashi. Yeah, I got the Hakanashi on here, so it likes to look clean on the Hakanashi. Let's swap it out. Let's do the regular thing. No crazy wick. There's one. There's a wick right there. Like a lot of people hit the stop. And then turns into a hammer. So I like whoever said wherever your stop loss would be, buy in there. And then another person said wherever your stop loss would be, put yours 5% lower than that. So two pieces of advice I've added to my repertoire over the last couple months, and it's probably saved me a little bit of heartache. Mara 2840, 2842, breaking it right now. Let's take a look at it right here in TradingView. Live. Well, whatever YouTube lag is. Live and direct. Okay. That's a 1 hour chart. Let's see what that 5 minutes looking like. Okay. First head and shoulder, higher highs, higher lows. Hit that full flag. Nice dip there. Not nice if you're in it because that probably stopped out a lot of people right there. But that's open, so it's not that crazy. It's right at open, right? Yep. Yeah, so that's actually a good move right there. You could have got open. Yeah, we could have got open this morning. $1 and some change, or at least a ride up into here. This wick would have got me here. So with slippage, I would have had to get right here. 27. Yeah, risking 27. If it breaks 27. Actually, let's cut down this time frame. I would have been checking the 1 minute too. Nah, I would have had to be in it already. And honestly, the way this was creeping, I would have thought. What this is doing here. Yeah, look at that. Just giving all the signs that it's ready to dip, ready to dip, ready to dip. Bam! Bam! Oh, man. Oh, who took that short? Oh, yeah. Please put in the comments a negative if you like to take them short. And put a positive if you like to take them long. Put a positive and a negative if you play it both ways. Well, this indicator would have been shit wrong. Look at that. It's got a sell signal. Sell signal. This is not my shit here. Matter of fact, I want to see what my shit says. I know my shit's on the money. On the money. Yeah, I put my shit together and I love it. I've seen a lot of really great indicators and just nothing better. Nothing better. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, we would have been on that. So we're in it. In it to win it. Let's see. There's the green. I like the greens. Another green there. See, this one caught it after the. Let's call it after. So we'll call it this candle. Is this wicked tree right here? This is a 5 minute chart. That wicked tree right there would have been a lot. I'll give you the legend. The orange is the 200-day moving average. The blue is the 20-day moving average. Uh, the light blue is the 9, and then the green line right here is VWAP. So you see VWAP getting anchored there, getting pulled up to right there. And then we get a buy, we get a buy. I like to see some white before I get a green, and a green is usually my confirmation. I would have got out with this here. After this wick, I probably would have got out in this candle while it was pushing up. So we'll do some live trading. I just didn't catch anything. I was actually like a minute late to get the stream up because I was messing around with the settings. So I'm gonna try to get in here 4 o'clock every day. Catch some poppers in the morning, some 4 a.m. top gainers, some Stano rally gainers, and yeah, because I've always wanted somebody to be up trading with me like we used to, but everybody got jobs and lives and families, and They're doing stuff. It's not like back during the old COVID crunch where everybody was out and about trading it up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Keep an eye on these. Keep an eye on Mara, um, CHRS, Matterport, MTTR. Then some of the gappers from yesterday. Just check out the gappers. Matter of fact, let's go through the list one more time. See if we got anything else up there. Anything new? I'll sing. That was an old play. Making some movement. Oh, that's a pretty nice move. Nothing. That's still nothing. KTAI coming in for the dip. CHRS holding strong right there. It's a U.S. company, so they could be running with the 7 o'clock or the right before open or after open. Shit, they could run after lunch. I like to see when they moved in the past. We'll see. I played this before when it was in the fours, and then it took this terrible run down. That's why you can't hold anymore. I stopped holding stocks about a year ago, and it was still too late. But anyway, so let's see what else we got. ROI, I keep seeing that. What is that? BitNow, Metaverse, something or other. Oh, that's got some potential there to double up. It's a Miami company. They're still in the mix. Need a little bit of volume. I don't know what this is. I have to look into it. I've heard of Agape. I wonder if this is that company or that guy. Dude, there was a guy on CNBC who, like, he had it right. He sold everything except for literally one stock. And they were like, why would you do that? And I think it was like Agape Holdings or something like that. When everybody was getting all the flack for offshores and all that shit. Um, anyway, I'm gonna keep an eye on this one too. I have to check the volume and see what they're all about in Trading View. But all right, well, I will be on here tomorrow whenever we get it started. And good luck, everybody. Have a great day. If you happen to watch this later on, hopefully there'll be links and more content and audio on the first video, and a nice little schedule for us to keep, so we can do this every day. I like to stay informed, so stay up, stay informed, stay healthy. Have a great day, and see you next time.